Well, certainly the numbers of counseling sessions performed here at the Lighthouse do show that. From September until December 1975, there were some 67 counseling sessions held here. In January through April of '76, we handled 176 such sessions. So this increase, I think, probably could be interpreted as a need for such a clinic in the area.
So this has increased, and then that would mean that a number of girls probably would turn to abortion as the answer to their pregnancy.
Yes, our counseling, of course, is directed toward all the alternatives, and those who choose the alternative of termination are then referred on to a clinic.
And since there's not one here in this area, where do girls go generally seeking an abortion?
Well, we have made referrals only to clinics that we have visited in Birmingham, in Columbus, and in Atlanta. These referrals...
There is not one in central Alabama, then?
No. The closest to us actually is Columbus, which is really closer in a sense than Birmingham. However, most of the girls do go to Birmingham.
And when you're counseling, are parents ever brought into this?
In the cases of, well, all cases if the young woman would like her parents, but in those under 18, we require that the family be involved.
Do you think overall, as far as parents are concerned, that there would be any hesitation or that there would be any prejudice against a clinic on the part of the parents of their going to a clinic for an abortion?
Well, I think that a clinic that is reputable, where there are licensed physicians and hospital affiliation, would certainly be preferable to any parent who, along with their daughter, chooses this route to go.
Father McDivitt, will there be a move by Right to Lifers to stop the abortion clinic from coming into Montgomery?
It's hard to tell. It really is. It's very, very hard to tell this right now.
Well, certainly they'll oppose the clinic coming in.
Oh, yes, certainly. And there certainly will be a lot of, I suspect, letter writing. There will be a certain amount of personal visits to certain senators and things like that. But beyond that, right now, I really cannot say. Because a lot's going to depend upon, really, I think, what or where the clinic is located, and the people of that particular area, how they would feel about having such a clinic in their particular area. And so that's going to certainly be an important factor.
Father McDivitt, there's a section of a bill that's pending in the legislature right now having to do with abortion. What would be the Right to Lifers' point of view about that bill?
Well, the bill is very, I guess, sad is the best word to put, because as you are aware, I'm sure you've heard of the very liberal abortion law in New York. And accordingly, this is even supposed to be more liberal, allowing abortion in a much more ready and much more frequent situation than even in New York.
I believe it's the 24th, end of the 24th week.
The end of the 24th week, correct.
Which is the second trimester.
Yes, yes. And so because of that, that's one thing that has to be taken into consideration. Also, another problem that we saw with New York, when they did establish the abortion clinics in New York in the various areas, the different homes, private homes that they were started in, or residents intended to be homes, they were put into residential neighborhoods. And this makes it very, very difficult, because as a result, when the abortions were performed, the small fetuses were merely put into either little plastic bags or just left open. And then they'd be dumped into trash cans and put outside the home, the house, for disposal when the garbage trucks would come by. And of course, let's say garbage was picked up on Wednesday about 9 o'clock. Well, the children coming from school, coming from their homes, going to school, would have to walk by these uncovered garbage cans and things like that, and they would view and see these little fetuses and things like that.
A second abortion clinic may also be set up here in Montgomery. The Birmingham Women's Medical Clinic has plans on the drawing board for one. Right now, things are at a standstill while they look for a doctor to head the clinic. So, if things go as planned, Montgomery will not have one, they will have two abortion clinics here in Montgomery. This is Ivy Berman reporting for Composite.